There you are. Woohoo. Namaste to all yogis and yoginis. I am Shree, and today I will be live streaming Hatha Yoga on McLean Racket Health Club's Facebook page. Please press like button on your screen. Thank you. I appreciate that. Take a block and have a seat. On a block, you can cross your legs or bend your knees. Make yourself comfortable. Or in Sukhasana. Or maybe you can extend your legs in front of you. So, in today's class, we are going to use a yoga mat, 2 blocks, a strap, and a wall. So find a space in your living room or wherever you are doing. Find a space where there is a wall and you can access it. We are going to use the wall as a prop. It is going to give you a lot of balancing power. So when you are practicing yoga along the wall, you can literally go deeper and deeper into your pose. So take your time in every pose that you are planning to do and then go deeper into the pose. I hope everybody has their props together by now, and so let's start the class. Once again, have a seat on a block. Take your palms together in front of your heart. Touch your thumb against your sternum. Good. Roll the shoulder back. Lift your spine up. Do not slouch. Lift your spine up and touch your thumb against your breastbone. And close your eyes. Feel the weight of your eyelids and allow them to descend towards the eyeballs. Connect with your breath. Breathe in and out through your nose. Take a moment and bring your awareness to your heart. Connect with the rhythm of your breath. Take a moment. Set your intention, your dedication, your sankalpa for today's practice. Gently open your eyes and interlace your fingers and stretch in front of you. Breathe and lift up through your elbows. Straight arms, keep your chin parallel to the floor. Take your thumb along with the rest of the fingers and take your arm back. Lengthen your side body. Create a lot of space between your ribs by breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Exhale, release your hands. Change your interlace 1 notch above. Breathe and stretch your arms in front of you. Inhale, take your arms towards the ceiling. Turn your pinky finger back so that your palms are facing the ceiling. Exhale, release your hands to the side. Take your block and put it aside. Take your strap available to you. We are going to go into Supta Padangusthasana. Lying down, stretching the hamstring. You may see part of my leg and part will be not seen. So take your right leg and take a strap and place it on the ball of your right foot. Now straighten the leg. If you're not able to straighten the leg, then lower the leg down a little bit towards the floor and push your heel into the strap. Good. Keep your leg 90 degrees only at this time. This is our first pose. Relax your shoulder down, away from your ears, and push your left heel away from the left hip and press your left calf down. Allow the hamstring to stretch, so do not move. Find your peace and stay very still. Take your strap in your right hand and extend your left arm in a T position. You may not be able to see my hand, I'm not too sure. Breathe And as you exhale, open up that leg towards your right. The key action here is to ground your left hip down. So if you need your left hand, press your left hip down onto the floor, or take your left hand in a T position. Push your right heel away from your right hip. With awareness, flex your right foot. Press the left calf muscle down. Left shoulder is down, left hip is down, left calf muscle is down. Inhale, bring your leg back to center and switch your hand. Take your leg across your body to your left and take your right hand in a T position and turn your head to your right shoulder. Turn the bottom foot completely towards the floor. Your left pinky toe should be turned and touching the floor. Take a deep breath in. Push your right heel away from your right hip. You are stretching your piriformis. Take several breaths in here. Inhale, bring your leg back to center, and exhale, release the strap. Let's switch our strap. Extend your left leg towards the ceiling. Flex your left foot and press your right calf muscle down. Shoulders away from your ears. Feel your shoulder blades firmly into the mat. Find your peace and stay very still. Allow the stretch to take place in your hamstring on your left leg. Take several breaths in here. Take your strap in your left hand and extend your right arm in a T. Take your left leg slowly, inch by inch. Inch by inch. Do not allow your right hip to rise. As soon as your right hip rises, you need to stop and readjust. Ground your right shoulder down, right hip down, and your right calf muscle down. Flex your feet firmly. Allow your inner thigh muscle to stretch on your left leg. Take several breaths in here. Inhale, bring your leg back to center. Switch your hand. Take the strap in your right hand, extend your left arm in a T. Now take your leg across your body to your right and turn your right pinky toe all the way down to the mat. Ground your left shoulder down. Push your left heel into the strap and allow the stretch to take place in your piriformis and IT band. Take several breaths in here through your nose, exhaling it out through your nose. Inhale, bring your leg back to center, and exhale, bend your knee and release the strap. And stay there for a moment. I'm going to switch my volume a little bit. There we go. Sorry about that. So you are lying down on your back. Turn towards me. Turn towards me and support your head. With your hand, you may not be able to see my elbow, left elbow. Lie down on the side body, on your left hip. Bend your right knee, make a peace sign, close it, and interlace your two fingers around the big toe and second toe. Inhale, extend your heel. Take a deep breath in, push your heel towards the ceiling. Now flex your bottom foot, flex your left foot firmly so that you can ground yourself. If some of you want to go deeper, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bend your right elbow and draw the toe towards your head. So I'm going to stay in the center so that everybody can see my leg, extended leg. So if you want to go deeper, go ahead, bend your right elbow and go deeper and deeper, as deep as you can. Draw the right toe towards your head. Do not bend your knee. You will defeat the purpose. This is called Vishnu's couch in Sanskrit. Stretch that right leg in its entirety. Exhale, bend your knee and release the leg. Good. Bend your knees and turn around. Simply turn your entire body, face me. Hold on to support your head. Keep your body on the side. Bend your top knee, your left leg. Make a peace sign, close it, interlace your fingers around the big toe and second toe and pull on that toe. Push your left heel in towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Press the right foot down onto the floor and ground yourself deeper. As you exhale, bend your top elbow, draw the toe towards your head so that you are giving it a maximum extension. Breathe in. As you exhale, go deeper according to your body. Do not force the issue. Try to understand your inner body. Inner body is your best teacher. I'm just here to guide you. Breathe in and out through your nose for Vishnu's couch pose. Inhale, back to center. And as you exhale, bend your knee and extend the leg. Bend both the knees, press your left palm and press yourself up to standing. I'm going to keep my strap away for right now. Hope everybody can see me. Good. We are going to come into Adho Mukha Svanasana. So turn towards your right and come onto your knees. Take your fingertips to the edge of the mat. Tuck your toes in the back. Take a deep breath in, lift your hips up and let go of your head towards the earth. It's a side profile I'm giving you. Press your heels firmly into the mat. If you can, otherwise micro bend your knees and allow your chest to go back. Breathe in, bend your knees halfway. Take a deep breath in and push your chest in towards the knee. Push your chest in towards the knee. Push your thighs into the hamstring, straighten the legs. You may micro bend your knees because we are allowing your spine to lengthen. Press each and every knuckle down into the floor and externally rotate your upper arm so that your shoulder blades are away from your spine. Take several breaths in here. You may take a baby step forward and then release your heels further into the mat. If your heels don't reach there, that's perfectly fine. It'll come as long as you practice every day. Lift your head up and walk your hands to your feet. Walk your feet towards your hand. Find your forward fold, Ardha Uttanasana. Take your hands on the shin, leg. Shift your body weight forward. Draw your thigh muscles into the bone. Lift your thigh muscles in towards the hip. Your head is lifted. It is in line with your tailbone. It's in line with the rest of your spine. If you are doing yoga for a while, keep your hands on the floor, palm facing towards the back. Your hand should be in line with the toes. Take several breaths in here. Shift your body weight equally on your inside and outside of your heels of both the legs. Take your hands to your hip. Inhale, press yourself up slowly with a straight back. Turn around towards me. Good. Take your feet hip distance apart. Inhale, extend your arm, reach up. And exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Let go of your hands towards the floor. Now take a baby step back and get your hips into the wall. Good. And breathe. Let go of your hands towards the earth. Let go of your head towards the earth. Inhale, hands to your hips, straight back and press yourself up. Hoo-hoo, Tadasana. Feet are hip distance apart. Straight arms, roll the shoulder back. Take your navel in and extend your tailbone towards the mat. Take several breaths in here. In Tadasana. Coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. So take your feet wide apart. Now get back close to the wall. Your hips should be touching to the wall. Take your feet as wide as you can, and then turn your right leg out 90 degrees. You're turning the entire leg right from the hip so that your right knee is facing the second toe of your right foot. The back foot is pressing down, the heel is pressing down to ground yourself deeper. Here you go. Inhale, extend your arm. Uttita Hasta Padasana. Stretch those arms, your shoulder blades are onto the wall. Wall is your teacher, remember. Take a deep breath in, hinging from the right hips. Extend your arm towards the right. And take your hand to the leg and extend your left arm towards the ceiling. Look towards the ceiling and breathe. Several breaths in here. Several breaths in here. Do some fine tuning with your body. Your right hip is touching the wall. Right shoulder is touching the wall. Your left arm is directly over the shoulder. And breathe. Press the back heel firmly into the mat. Now draw the right thigh muscle. Draw your right thigh muscle into the hip, in towards the bone. Squeeze it in. And that will lift up your right kneecap. And that will be strong legs supporting your Trikonasana. Uttita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Extended triangle pose. You can also keep your hand to the block if you need. Close in between the wall and the right ankle. Take several breaths in here. Inhale, press yourself upright. Hands to your hip, parallel your feet. Turn your left leg out 90 degrees. Good, and extend your arm towards the side. Uttita Hasta Padasana. Take a deep breath in, hinging from the left hip. Extend, stretch it out. Stretch the left side of your ribs. Take your hand to the leg, any part of your shin, and extend your right arm towards the ceiling. From the corner of your eyes, look at your shoulder and extend that right arm directly towards the ceiling. Now, you may take your hand on the block if you wish, or on the floor, in between the ankle and the wall. Breathe and stretch. Left shoulder goes back, right shoulder goes back into the wall. Now, press the upper body deeper into the wall and breathe. Several breaths in here for extended triangle pose. Allow your legs to be strong and steady. Press the four corners of your left foot. Inhale, press yourself upright. Exhale, parallel your feet, hands to your hip, micro bend your knees and walk your feet together in Tadasana. Good. Roll the shoulders back. The next pose is Parivrata Trikonasana. Revolved triangle pose. Try it. So, here you go. I'm going to take the two blocks and place it on the right side. Both the blocks, hip distance apart. Take your feet inside of the block and take your hands to your hip. Now, step your left leg back. Good. And square your hips for a revolved triangle pose. Take a deep breath in and extend your arm, reach up, lengthen your side body. Exhale, lean forward, hinging from the hip. Take your hand to the block. Good. Readjust your foot pattern. It's a warrior 1 foot pattern almost. Now, some of you may stay here. Take your right hand to your hip and press your left palm into the block which is inside of your right foot. Otherwise, if you need more challenge, take it across your shin, put it on the outside of that block. Breathe in. As you exhale, rotate your upper body. Rotate that upper body. Several breaths in here. You can put your hand to the wall and also twist, give it a deeper twist. Breathe in and extend your arm, reach up for revolved triangle pose. Parivrata Trikonasana. Take your hand to the wall, turn your head to the block, Shift your hand to both the blocks. Good. Micro bend your right knee. Take your hand to your hip. With a straight back, press yourself upright. Exhale, bring your left leg forward to meet the right foot. There you go. Let's go to the other side. Take your block right there in front of you. Good, and step in. And step your right leg back. Step your right leg back. Good. Now, engage your leg muscles. Engage your thigh muscles. Roll the shoulder back. Good. Now, inhale, extend your arm, reach up. Keep your chin parallel to the floor. Exhale, lean forward. Push your right hip forward. Push your left hip back. Square your hips. Get your hands on top of the block. Take your left hand and place it on your left hip. Take your right hand and place it on the block inside, which is the first block. Take your hand across your shin to the other block, if you can. Take a deep breath in, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, rotate your upper body. The belly should face the wall. You can use the other hand to the wall and support yourself. Breathe in and give it a big twist. Keep this hip evenly. If this is not moving, inhale, extend your arm, reach up. For Parivrata Trikonasana, revolved triangle. Make sure your top hand is towards the ceiling. Rotate your upper body deeper and deeper. Press the back heel firmly into the mat. Press the right ball of your right foot into the mat and twist deeper. Hold on to your pose. Breathe in and out through your nose. As you exhale, you may take your hand to the wall or to your hip and then turn your head to the block. Take your right hand to the first block and the other hand to the block. You may micro bend your left knee slightly. Take your hand to your hip and with a straight back, press yourself up, upright. And then bring your right leg forward to meet the left foot and turn around. I hope all of you were able to see me and do that pose according to your body limitations. So here you go. Take your blocks, put it close to the wall. We are going to come into Utthita Parshvakonasana. Take your feet wide apart. Good. Side angle pose. Turn your right foot out 90 degrees and rotate the right thigh and pull the right thigh into your hip. Good. Inhale, extend your arms to the side. Now press your back heel firmly into the mat and turn your head towards your right fingertips. Breathe in. As you exhale, bend your knee. Make sure your knee is bent 90-degree angle. Shift your body back so that your right hip is on the wall. Right shoulder is on the wall. Now take your hand to the block and extend your arm over the head. Right shoulder is back. Left shoulder is back. Touch the wall with your shoulder blades and take a wider stance. Lower the right hip down as deep as you can, as long as it is 90-degree angle or less. Do not force the issue. Listen to your body. Look towards the top hand, your left hand. Turn your palm towards your face. Don't be in a rush and extend your arm over the head. Now breathe in. As you exhale, rotate your upper body. Rotate that upper body and look towards the ceiling. Turn your pinky finger back or touch the thumb to the wall. Now bring your arm close to your left cheek and turn your head towards the knee. Make sure it is directly over the ankle and not beyond your ankle. You may use the block at the highest level or at a lower level or flat on the floor. Press the back heel firmly into the mat. Press the outer edge of your left foot to the outer edge of the mat so that you're not collapsing on your ankle. Now breathe in again. As you exhale, rotate your upper body a little bit more. Inhale, take your arms up all the way. Straighten the right leg. Use the wall, come back. Upright, hands to your hip, parallel your feet. Don't change anything. Turn the left leg out instead. Turn the left leg out directly from the hip. So your thigh is rotating, your left knee is directly, your left knee is also turning, facing directly in relation to the second toe. Now take your shoulder blades back, especially the left shoulder blade to begin with. Exhale, bend your left knee, extend your arm to the side. Coming into side angle pose, Uttita Parshva Konasana. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, take your hand to the block and extend your right arm towards the ceiling. Take your left shoulder back. Take your right shoulder back. So do some fine tuning with your alignment. Take your left hip back. Now take your top hand to the hip. I'm going to add something. Breathe in and then roll the top shoulder back, taking the bottom ribs forward and pressing the back, upper back solely on the wall. Now turn your head, look at your left knee. Make sure it is directly with the ankle. Extend your arm, reach up with your right arm. Turn your palm towards your face. Breathe in. And as you exhale, stretch it out. Exhale, stretch. Stretch deeper and deeper. Now bring your awareness to your left hip. Go a little deeper. Widen your back leg a little bit more. Maybe a fraction or an inch. Rotate your upper body. Gaze, drishti, should be towards the ceiling or to the base of your upper arm. Take several breaths in here. Lower the block one notch down or flat on the floor, or take your hands all the way on the floor depending upon your practice. Take several breaths in here for extended side angle pose. Inhale, press yourself up and straighten the left leg. Hands to your hip, parallel your feet and walk your feet together. Woo-hoo. Take a breath or two. Come into Tadasana and stay there. Take several breaths in here. So here we go. We are going to come into feet hip distance apart. We're going to come into forward fold, Uttanasana. So take your hips back to the wall and walk your feet forward a little bit, a foot and a half, straight in front of you. Feet are hip distance apart. Inhale, extend your arm, reach up. And exhale, push your hips into the wall and push it up. So you may take your hands and push it up towards the wall. The sit bone should go up towards the wall. And lean forward and let go of your hands towards the earth. Let it dangle. Let go of your head so that your cervical spine can lengthen. Take several breaths in here. Breathe in and out through your nose. Breathing through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Let go of your hands towards the earth or hold on to the elbows. The key action is to get your sit bones towards the ceiling. Take that extra flesh out of there. Use your hands and pull the extra flesh out of your buttocks. Do not microbend your knees. Your legs are straight. Inhale, lift your head up and slowly curl yourself up. And walk your feet back to the wall and breathe. We are going to come into Ardha Chandrasana as I promised you. So we'll have some variations in Ardha Chandrasana also. But before we go into that, let's come into downward facing dog. So take yourself face to the side and inhale, extend your arm, reach up, and exhale, fold. Knees to the floor. Now align your pinky finger against the edge of the wall, edge of the mat. Press each and every finger down into the mat, middle finger in the center, and align the rest of the fingers according to the middle finger. Now breathe in, lift your hips up and push your hips back and up. Push it up. Now release your heels one more time to the floor. Take a baby step forward, find your niche. Now bend your knees, take a deep breath in, push your chest back, push the mat away from you. Push that mat away. Do not clasp your fingers. Let them extend. And then straighten the leg. If you can, micro bend your knees. If you are a runner or if you are an athlete whose hamstrings are very tight, so micro bend your knees a tiny bit. Take several breaths in here. Let go of your head towards the earth. Allow the cervical spine to lengthen. Micro bend your knees and walk your hands towards your feet. And hands to your hip and press yourself up. Woo. Good. Coming into Ardha Chandrasana variations. And since we are using the wall as a prop, I think everybody should be fine with this. So fingertips to the chest, toes together, heel together, and lengthen your spine. And take a wide stance. Take a wide stance. Stay close to your wall. Keep readjusting your body to the wall. Your hips are on the wall. Your shoulder blades are on the wall. Turn your right leg out 90 degrees. Take several breaths in here. Arrange and prep yourself for half moon. Now, exhale. Bend your right knee for warrior two. Bend your right knee for warrior two. Now take your left hand to your hip. Take your right hand to the block. Good. Straighten the right leg and push your right hip into the wall. Push your right shoulder into the wall. Exhale. Bend your right knee. Shift your left leg closer to the right foot. Not too close, just a little bit to the center part of the mat. Rotate your upper body. It has a tendency to collapse. So here you go. Look towards the floor. Your right knee is bent slightly. Now shift your block few inches, 12 inches away from your foot and lean into the block. Come on to the tippy toes of the back foot. Lean into the block. Now look at your right knee. It is bent. Now let's go. Straighten the right leg and you will lift that left leg by itself because you're straightening the right leg. Now lift your left leg higher, higher, higher. Rotate your upper body. You may look down or look in the center right now. So your right block should be under the right shoulder. The right wrist should be under the right shoulder. Press your right hip into the wall. Press your left leg into the wall. And inhale, extend your arm, reach up. Let me come back a little bit so that you can see me a little better. Good. Looks like my head got cut off there. So here you go. I'm hovering above her chest. Take your hand and look towards the ceiling and breathe. Don't hang your head to the shoulder. So lift your head up first and then turn your head. Now take your hand, top hand to the hip. Now rotate your upper body a little bit more. Thoracic spine, rotate it and extend your arm towards the ceiling. Flex your left foot. Separate your toes wide open. Have some confidence. Breathe in and out. Do not sink into the right hip because you may feel a cramp. If you do feel a cramp, come into triangle pose. Now take your left leg down. Bend your right knee, bend your right knee, bend your right knee and take your foot to the floor. Stay there for a moment. Don't rush the process. And here we go. Hold on to the leg. Your hip is still on the wall. Slide back a little bit and press yourself up. Parallel your feet. Hands to your hip. Walk your feet together. Ardha Chandrasana, that's what we did just now. So fingertip to the chest. Take your buttocks, your buns back to the wall. Good, and take a wide stance. Take your time in getting into the pose. Do not rush. There is no competition here. Turn the left leg out 90 degrees. Right toe at an angle slightly. Good. Now, exhale, bend your left knee. I may have to shift back a little bit. Bend your left knee. Your left shoulder is back, left hip is back into the wall. Now, take a deep breath in. Straighten the leg. And bend your left knee. Hold on to the block. Take your right hand to the hip. Now breathe in. As you exhale, rotate the top shoulder. Your heart, your chest, your navel should be facing in the front. Rotate the top shoulder. Press the back heel firmly into the mat. Now prep yourself. There is no rush. Now look at the head of the shoulder. Breathe in and roll that head of the shoulder away from your ear and touch the wall. Good. Go back a little bit more if you're away from the wall. Now turn your head towards your left knee. Left knee is bent at this time. We are going from bent knee. So here we go. Shift your block few inches in front of you. And then lean into the block. Bring your right leg forward a little bit. Come on to the tippy toes of the right foot by leaning forward into the block and extend your leg. Straighten the left leg. The right leg will come itself. Straighten the left leg. Now rotate your upper body one more time. Separate your toes in the back. The right foot toes should be separated. Make it very active. Breathe in. Squeeze into your left thigh muscle. Keep the left leg straight. That's your foundation leg. Now look at the head of the shoulder and extend your arm towards the ceiling. Do not sink into the block. Do not sink into the block. Now you may take your right leg back a little bit towards the wall if you feel comfortable. Left hip is back. Left shoulder is back. Your right arm is slightly away from the wall. And breathe in. Squeeze into your right thigh muscle. Make it very active. Now as you exhale, don't think of bringing the right leg down. Instead, look down and bend your left knee. Bend your left knee. The right leg will come down by itself. Once you find the mat, inhale, straighten the left leg, come into triangle and press yourself up. Hoo-hoo. Parallel your feet. Hands to your hip and walk your feet together. I hope that was quite interesting, how to get into Ardha Chandrasana using the wall. I told you the wall is your teacher now. I'm here just to guide you. Our next pose is, let's see, check it out. I have a cheat sheet here. So let's go into, let's go back to the wall. Now take a wide stance. We are coming into Uttita, we are coming into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. So, straighten the right leg, turn your right leg out 90 degrees. Now push your right buttocks into the wall. It has to touch the wall. Right shoulder blade has to touch the wall. Now breathe in, extend your arm, reach out. I have very tiny space, but it's okay. We can work with it. Breathe in. As you exhale, bend your knee. Bend your knee, make sure, look at it physically. Look at it physically and make sure it is directly over the ankle. That's a key action for Warrior 2. Now lower the right hip down. You have the wall, so work with it. Lower the right hip down, almost 90-degree angle, and extend your arm, reach out. Keep your upper body in the center. Don't lean into the right knee. Keep it back. So shift your upper body directly over the hip. Now press your left thigh, tops of your back of your left thigh towards the ceiling. Do not micro bend your left knee. So here we go. Now turn your head. So keep your head in the center and don't tilt it. Do not tilt. Breathe in. As you exhale, turn your head towards the right fingertips. Gaze. Drishti is towards the right fingertips and beyond. So now take a moment. And as you exhale, turn your head to center and turn your head to your left shoulder. Make sure your left hand is at the shoulder height, not going down, not becoming a lazy arm there. Breathe in. As you exhale, turn your head towards the right fingertips and stay. This is called Hatha Yoga. If you didn't hear me in the beginning. Inhale, straighten the leg. Take your hands to your hip. Rotate the back, left shoulder back. Find your wall and parallel your feet. And turn the other leg out 90 degrees. Slight angle at the back foot. Now take your right shoulder, roll that back and take your right shoulder towards the wall. Shoulder blades are towards the wall. As you exhale, bend your left knee. Bend your left knee. We are coming into Warrior 2, Veerbhadrasana 2. Now, your upper body is directly in the center. Do not lean into your left knee. So, inhale, extend your arm, reach. Turn your head towards the left fingertips. Take a deep breath in and start fine-tuning your alignment. Lower your hip down a little bit more as you exhale. Breathe in. As you exhale, go a little deeper. Push that back heel into the mat. Outer edge of your feet into the outer edge of the mat. And press the back of your right thigh towards the ceiling so that it's not collapsing. Keep your right shoulder, right arm directly into the height of right shoulder. Now turn your head towards your left fingertips. For Veerbhadrasana 2, Veera 2. Take several breaths in here. Take your shoulder blades away from your spine. As you exhale, challenge yourself or stay here. Or challenge yourself and lower the left hip down a tiny bit more. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Hands to your hip. Turn your head. Parallel your feet. Buttocks are still on the wall. And walk your feet together. I hope you are enjoying this class. So don't think that you have to get every pose in its entirety. Do according to your body limitations. Get into your body, see what is talking, what is making sense to your body, and what are you making sense to your body. So inner and internal and external reactions are taking place here. And that is why it's called mind-body connection. So don't practice yoga physically. Try to understand and start working with your breath. As it flows through your body, connect with it. So here we go. Ardha Chandrasana, back to Ardha Chandrasana, we are going to do a little variation. Some of you who had a little bit of trouble getting there, which I think I know some of you, because you guys are trying to get there. So do the first version. The second version, we are going to do a variation of bending of the top leg. Okay, so here we go. So come a little bit forward from the wall. Most of you stay on the wall if you are doing regular Ardha Chandrasana, classic pose. For variation, take your feet wide apart and turn your right leg out 90 degrees. Inhale, extend your arm, reach. So breathe in. As you exhale, stretch it out for triangle pose. You know where it is, where you need to go. Take your triangle a little deeper. Good. You may stay with the wall or stay away from the wall slightly because you need room to bend the top leg. Take your top hand to the hip and look down. Bend this right knee. Good. Now take your hand to the block. Shift your left leg a little closer. Take your block and move it few inches, 12 inches maybe, in line with the pinky toe. And lean into the block. Come on to the tippy toes of the back leg and start extending your leg. Straighten the right knee. Straighten the right thigh back. Push it back. Engage this quadricep muscle, your big major thigh muscle. Now take your hand to the block and extend your left leg. Now bend your left knee. So I need to come a little bit further from the wall. Bend your left knee and hold on to the foot. Take a deep breath in. Rotate your upper body. Rotate your upper body. Rotate your upper body and breathe. Rotate the top shoulder back. Squeeze into your right thigh muscle. You may look down on the floor or you may look towards the ceiling or in the center. Open up your hip and breathe. Take several breaths in here. Stack your hips. Push your glutes forward. For Ardha Chandrasana variation. Inhale. Slowly. Don't be in a rush. Extend your left leg. Come into half moon classic pose. Come into half moon classic pose and breathe. Do not collapse. Use your wall for balancing. Bend, look down, bend your right knee. Bend your right knee. The left leg will come by itself. Come into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Inhale, press yourself upright. Parallel your feet. Hands to your hip. And walk your feet together. Good. The other side. Fingertips to the chest. Wide stance. Turn your left leg out 90 degrees. One side may be different than the other. Prep yourself. One side may be different than the others. Other side. Exhale, triangle pose. Hold on to the leg. Extend your right arm. You know what triangle looks like. Take your top hand to the hip. Roll the top shoulder. Exhale, bend your left knee. And take your block. Press. The block is next to your left ankle. Press the block with your hand and then shift your right leg forward a little bit. Now take your block, move it 12 inches, lean into it and extend your, straighten the left leg, straighten the right leg and find your half moon. Take several breaths in here. Good. Take your top hand and hold on to the right foot. Breathe in, open up your chest. Open up your chest, several breaths in here. And open that knee back. Push it back, push it back. Good. Inhale, extend your leg back to half moon. Exhale, slide along with the wall. Bend that left knee, slide along with the wall for triangle pose. Several breaths in here. Look towards the ceiling. Inhale, press yourself upright. Parallel your feet and hands to your hip. Walk your feet together for Tadasana. Wasn't that fun? I think it was a lot of fun to do with the wall. Roll the shoulder back, coming into the floor. So come on down with me. Come into Ustrasana. Camel pose. Now keep your knees hip distance apart. I'm going to do the side version. You may also do the same thing. Make sure when you go into camel pose, your hip should be directly over the knee. Okay? And if you cannot reach your heel, then curl your toes in the back. Curl your toes in the back and roll the shoulder back. I'm going to keep my feet flat, but some of you should curl your toes in the back. If you still cannot reach, then take a block, put it next to ankle, next to your heel, and you are going to reach for that block. I am going to do without the block at this time. So roll the shoulder back. Make a fist and place it on your left thigh. Now separate your fingers wide open and press your thigh, press your back. Now chin up, look up. Take a deep breath in, roll the shoulder back. And as you exhale, lean back, go back. You may stay here. You don't have to go anywhere else. Push your thighs forward. Otherwise, release your hands to your heel. Release your hands to your block. Release your hands to your heel, depending upon what you're using. Now push your thighs forward. Draw the shoulder blades in. Have confidence. Let go of the head towards the back. If you have vertigo, then keep your head straight. Lift it up. Look towards the front. Breathe in. Several breaths in here. If you have a lower back issue, then take your hands back to the lower back. Otherwise, palms together in front of your heart and press yourself up at the same time. Child's pose. Separate your knees, touch your toes in the back and stretch your arms in front of you. Inhale, press yourself up again. Come back to Ustrasana. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, make a fist and put it on the lower back. Good, now breathe in, send some prana into your lower back. As you exhale, curl your toes and lean back, look up, take your chest towards the ceiling, release your hands whenever you are ready. Once you are there, drop the head back. Now push your thigh forward, align it so that the hips are directly over the knee and breathe. Soften your eyelids. Take several breaths in, Ustrasana, the camel pose. If you have lower back issue, then bring your hands to the lower back. If you have vertigo issue, then lift your head up first and look in the front. Otherwise, take your hands in front of your heart. You're still in your back bend. Inhale back to center. One vertebra at a time. We did it. So knees are apart, touch your toes in the back for extended balasana. For extended child's pose. So stretch it out. Release that lower back. Lengthen the side body and stretch your arms all the way in front of you. Inhale, press yourself up. Good. Now, cross your ankle or have a seat, whichever way you want, but this is a traditional way of getting into the seat. Now take your hands, shift your buttocks out and extend your legs in front of you. And breathe. Make sure your body is directly over the hip. We will need a strap for this pose. We are coming into bridge pose. We are coming into bridge pose. So here you go. Actually, we are coming into Chatushpadasana. So take your strap, prep yourself, bend your knees, and keep the strap in front of your ankle and leave it there. Now lie down on your back. Good. Your knees are bent. Now bring your heel closer to your fingertips should be touching the heel. Now take a deep breath in. Hold on to the strap. Roll onto your shoulder blades slightly. Tuck them in towards each other. Press the four corners of your feet firmly into the mat. Do not allow your knees to flare out. Do not allow your knees to buckle in. Please be aware of that. Inhale, lift your hips up. Lift your hips up, roll onto your shoulder blade, Chatushpadasana. Pull on that strap. Walk your hands closer to the ankle and pull on that strap and lift that navel up, lift that chest up. Your chin, tuck it in towards your chest and breathe. Several breaths in here for Chatushpadasana. Beautiful. This prepares you for your wheel pose. And exhale, release. Very nice. I hope you liked it. One more time. Hold on to the strap. Now keep these knees hip distance apart. Engage your quadricep muscles. Do not allow your knee to flare out or buckle in. Hold on to the strap. Take a deep breath in. Your head is directly in the center. Inhale, lift your hips up slightly. Exhale, roll onto your shoulder blades in. Wiggle them in. Now breathe and lift your chest up. Tuck your chin into your thyroid gland and breathe towards your chest. Several breaths in here. Press the four corners of your feet firmly into the mat. Press it in, press it in. Lift that navel up. Imagine somebody's pulling your navel towards the ceiling. Good. Lift that chest up a little bit more. Straight arms. Pull on that strap. And exhale, release. Release your shoulder blades. Here you go. Your option is number 3. We're going to go up. Hold on to the strap. Otherwise, draw your heels a little bit closer and then hold on to your leg, ankle with your hands. So you have strap or your ankle directly. Take a deep breath in, lift your hips up, come onto your shoulder blades and hold on to your ankle and lift it up higher, higher. Take the chest up towards the ceiling and breathe. Please don't hold your breath. Feel your navel, push it up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release. One vertebra at a time. Release your spine, release your shoulder blades. Good job. And then take your strap, put it on the side, please. Now roll on to your right side and stretch your top leg straight. Stay there for a minute and for a second and then press yourself up. Good. Here we are. Extend your legs in front of you. Take your hands under your buttocks and pull the extra flesh out. Good. Rotate your thigh. Take your left hand to the right thigh and right hand under the base of your right thigh. Now pull. Externally pull it out. Actually, it's an internal rotation, but we need to pull it out externally from the bottom hand. Good. Now flex your feet. Now here comes your towel, the roll towel. If you have a roll towel, then place it under your knees. Some of us may not be able to extend our legs fully because our hamstrings are tight. So accommodate your body. Treat it well. Treat it well. Press your thighs down. Press your knees into back of your knees into the mat or on top of the towel, and flex your feet. Use a block beyond your feet, or use a strap if you want around your feet for Paschimottanasana, or you can interlace your fingers around the big toe. So find your option. Breathe in, extend your arm, reach up, lengthen your side body, everybody. Lengthen your side body. Separate your toes wide open. Look towards the toe. Inhale, lean forward. Stay right there. Press your sit bones down into the mat. If you have a lower back issue, please don't go further. Just keep your head lifted and take your hands to the shin. Now some of you take your hands around the block, around the sides of your feet, around the ankle, or interlace your fingers around the big toe. Or hold on to your strap, whatever works for you. So breathe in, and I want you to lengthen your spine, spin it out on top of your shin, and then drop the head down once you find your maximum peace. Take several breaths in here. Since I have lower back issue, I am not going to drop my head down. I'm going to bend my elbows maybe, hinge a little bit more further, and breathe. Take several breaths in here. Take several breaths in here. Inhale, extend your arm, reach up. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. And release your hands to the side. Now, lie down, bend your knees, extend your arms in front of you, and lie down on your back. Make sure your knee is straight in front of you and they are hip distance apart. And then slowly come down and lie down on your back. Now extend your legs straight out and push your feet away from your hips. Take several breaths in here. Now, we are coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. So, bend your knees. Take the soles of your feet together. Toes together, heel together. Soles of your feet together. Drop the knees to the side. Take your arms alongside your body. We are not going to be here too long. So, lengthen your neck by drawing the chin slightly forward. And if you need a support for your head, please do use it, because I know some of you do. So, palms are facing towards the ceiling. Soften your eyelids for a moment. Press your toes and heels firmly into each other. Create some pressure between them. Supta Baddha Konasana. Activate your acupressure points in your feet. Inhale. As you exhale, draw your knees towards each other and feet apart. Hip distance apart. Straighten the legs. Good. Now take your pinky toes and drop it down away from each other. Whoops, my block is on the way. Good. Take your arms alongside your body. Engage your shoulder blades slightly in, very slightly. And lengthen your neck. For Shavasana. Breathe in and out through your nose. Be very quiet. Be very still. Be very quiet. Be very still. Do not move. You have had a very nice practice. So this is your time. This is your moment. Allow your subconscious mind to relax your each and every cell in your body. Allow your prana to heal each and every cell in your body. Take several breaths in here. Focused with your breath. Breath relaxes. Heart relaxes. Mind relaxes. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and exhale. Bend your knees. Roll over to your right side. Stretch your top leg straight. Press your left palm to the floor and press yourself up to seated position, Sukhasana, Swastikasana. Take your palms together in front of your heart. Touch your thumb against your sternum. Roll your shoulders back and lengthen your neck, both the sides of your neck. Close your eyes. Bow your head to the light within you. Bow your head to the light within you. Take a moment. Honor your spirit. Namaste. Thank you for attending my class. I like to make a little announcement. Well, today is Wednesday and I did my class for you all. Hope you enjoyed it. On Thursday at 11 a.m., we have youth conditioning with Monica. On Friday at 11, we have hustle muscle with Mike. And on Friday at 1 p.m., we have meditation with Chat. Saturday at 10 a.m., we have triple fit with Kelly. On Sunday, we have Zumba. Zumba. It's good for your health. It's good for your cardio. At 11 a.m. with Yuri. Next week, on Monday at 11 a.m., we have Tabata class with Mary. On Tuesday, on Wednesday, again, I will be back. And I think on Tuesday, we have a storytelling. So please check the website and get on it. McLean Racket Health Club offers a lot of classes during the week. So check it out and stay connected with us. Namaste to all the yogi and yoginis. Have a wonderful and a safe time. Stay home and stay safe. Thank you. Whoa.